Pastor Andy, how are you? So, doing a little bit more composting, and I wanted to update you guys. So I dug my trench. I'll show you here. I actually lifted some of my card, and I decided to put in between the potatoes and the beans because the potatoes take a ton of stuff out of the ground. So I dug this up, and now I'm going to cover it up. Yes, you can see some good stuff in there. There was a lot of onions in there. That's why I put it on this side. I probably should compost on the other side of the garden, but there was a bunch of onions and I don't want them in the other part of the garden. So I'm just going to cover this back up and then we'll let it compost. There's some cardboard in there. There's some hair in there. There's onion peels. And the reason I didn't use these ones for more powder is because one, I had a lot, and two, a lot of this had a little bit of mold on it, so I didn't want to use the last little bit of onion peels I had. That's why I'm sticking them in here. And then of course it's the end of the onions. I love composting. If you're not composting, start. It's amazing because one, it's very good for the soil. Two, it saves your garbage bill. So many people complain in Newcastle about these bags and using them and how much garbage they're spending on bags. Compost. I had an entire bucket full, which is probably like a half a bag of garbage that I just literally dug a trench and threw it in. I dug a trench so that other animals won't get it. And then I got to make sure it's dug up deeply. And then I've had cardboard here, but I'm actually going to get more cardboard because we're going to do some fresh cardboard. This was pretty beat up from the storms. It was already decomposing. But this keeps my ground good. It keeps my soil good. It keeps it rich. It keeps the good bugs in here. And it keeps the bad bugs away from my plants. So there's so many benefits to it. And then there's brown composting and green composting. So the brown composting is your hair, your cardboard. Your green is all the fruits and vegetables that you throw in there. And you need a good combo of both. Coffee grounds, love them. But make sure you have a combo of both of them. And make sure you're composting. There's so much. They say not anymore. And the ground's we're losing soil in the hills, or we're losing part of the hills and all kinds of stuff, and we're losing soil. Well, this is in the soil. So compost. It's not just good and healthy. It saves you money. It saves the environment. And it's a natural fertilizer. Even if you're not gardening, you can still compost to save money. It's part of homesteading. Quit throwing your scraps away and all that and just compost it. That is my tip of the day. I had a little bit of composting yesterday. I just wanted to add a little bit more today, show you what happened, show you where we're at, and encourage you to just start doing it. It's so good for your soil. It gives you a rich soil. It keeps it good. It keeps your garbage costs down. And part of homesteading is saving expenses. This is how, years ago, how single moms were able to stay home. They didn't have as many expensive. One of the expenses they didn't have was garbage as much garbage because they were composting. They were in the garden. They were saving money. This is one way mothers were able to stay home with their children. Was one, they were saving money. Two, they were gardening, so that was saving too, and they were feeding their family, and they would sell the excess, or trade it. And there's just so much to the gardening and homesteading. It's not just gardening, there's more to it. And they would make blankets and sell them, or whatever it was, their gifted area. But this is just start doing it. This opens the door that you can maybe homeschool your kids and stay home or something. Just start doing some of this and live a healthier life and save money and just be a better steward of what God gave you. This is being a good steward. I am using what he gave me, and I am stewarding the land by throwing my compost in here. But that is all I have for today. I hope you find that encouraging, and I will talk to you later. Have a blessed day.